Hi there, this is Chris, and I want to take you through all of my footage from September 17th, 2024 in New Hope, Oregon. And when I did this run through, I forgot to show you where New Hope, Oregon is on the map. So it's in the southwest corner of Oregon, above Northern California. This is watering series number 4 in the Northwest Projects. This is in the middle of that series of waterings. I did 3 waterings that day. It helped bring in what I call rain number 5 in the Northwest Projects report. So you'll see the progression of events in the satellites. You'll see the forecasting try and catch up to the changes that are occurring. You'll see the satellites also over-predict the amount of rain we're getting. And you'll see that we get 3 ultralight rains on a day that the satellites said it was highly unlikely we would. It was really an amazing day. You can see I'm the blue dot there. And at 5:45 a.m., the rain pattern already seems to, in my opinion, focus on us. The rain, of course, is the green and yellow, different shades you see there over the United States and southern Canada. This is my first footage around 7:15 a.m., just talking about how dry the trees still are there and how concerned I am about where we are overall in the process. Some positives, some negatives in the way things look. The Apple forecast says 45% chance of rain for the day. Their chance of precipitation shows that the rain should fall after 6 p.m., that kind of stuff, and go through the night until the middle of the night, maybe around 3 a.m. And AccuWeather there has 25% chance of rain for the day. That's on the far left, the bottom. And Tuesday the 17th at 7:18 a.m. Same thing in their rain probability there, the bottom, second to last line, 25% rain probability. So this is how the day begins. We're the blue dot there again, near New Hope, Oregon, outside of Grants Pass, Oregon, southwestern corner of Oregon. When you zoom out, you can see the rain, though, is present. It's around us. This, of course, is a really good thing because it's been the worst fire season ever for Oregon. There's the arcing pattern that I love talking about as often as I can. You can see it's pretty uncanny the way it tends to knee bend right where we are and sort of aim at us like an arrow. Okay, here I am talking about just getting going in the morning, and I think I'm excited about the coloration. And this is what it looks like. I have all these buckets surrounding my trees, 5 gallons at a time with trickle holes. I slowly hydrate, then after about 100 gallons to 200 gallons per tree, in this case less because I'm doing a bunch of trees in this session. Then I do a gentle pour down the trunk. You can see the pour line on each of these trunks in these photos. That's my mama tree. And now Apple says 50% chance of rain, heaviest at night, and then full sun forever and ever after that. Now we're up to 40% potential, same kind of shape, peaking around 8 or 9 p.m. and going through the night. This is me reporting. This is showing the same perspective as the earlier screenshot, but you can see the water creeping in over Brookings, the coastal city there, and coming at us at larger scale. That arrow. And continental scale. Then I'm driving somewhere, commenting on how good everything's starting to look, how moist it is on the road without rain, how the colors are super green and super red and bright and beautiful. This is really good sign, this streaky blue-gray stuff. That usually means you're going to get something when you're doing the techniques. That's another report video. That's my lunch that day. Thank you, Rachel, for the fresh tomatoes. Those are amazing. Okay, there's the rain pattern again, coming right at us. It's now about 1/4 to noon, 11:46 a.m. AccuWeather now, 49% chance of rain. Pattern keeps patterning. Looks like it's radiating off of us to me at this massive multinational scale. This is a snapshot of the last 24 hours of rain. We won't get into that, but I'm looking at Idaho and Oregon, the places that have been the most challenged by drought. And then all those little red flags over to the left are my sites. Not all my sites, sorry, those are my monitoring places. And there's tons more in my mapping that I'm following. This is about 12:30 p.m. and I'm getting back to it and just making observations. You can see this nice thing. The color of the grass has really shifted. This is, of course, the dry brush, the pine needles, but the quality of color under the trees, even without me doing watering, the green is starting to come up on the little landscape that I'm working on. And these are actually, to me, there's some blossoming, indicators that you're making that moisture circulation happen. And there we go at nearly 2 p.m., 1:56 p.m. now. We're the tip of the arrow, nearly. And there it is coming around us. Incredible arcing pattern. $2.13, or we'll just call it $2.15. Seems pretty directional. All right, now we're at one side of the arrow, or the kneecap. Still 213. All right, Apple's now up to 55% chance of rain and still heaviest at night after sunset. Their precipitation monitor is about the same as it was. This is now 215 nearly, 214 to be exact, through the night, same pattern with a bump around 1 p.m. the next day. This is another check-in video. This is beautiful. Real world stuff here. Got a few of these for you. This is going to fill up for watering number 2, and we get our first drops. Now it's about 3 p.m. Pacific time. There's that blue streaky cloud down there. So I'm happy. This is the beginning of the rain. This is driving back, showing off the colors that are already present in the trees. The things have gotten more vivid since I've been watering for several days at this point. Going around the bend, getting back to the watering site. Still that pitter-pat. Big gray over the site. More crazy, awesome clouds. This thing. I just marvel at the architecture of trees. All right, and I'm watering. This is watering number 2. Watering this beauty. You can see how dry her leaves look. But that was a good one to do. Here we are at 4:12 p.m. Kneecap pattern. These are AccuWeather's satellite doing all the work here. This I love. This is what the sky looked like overhead around that time. So it's like probably going to rain again. That's pretty darn misty. Apple now at 55% and still continuing kind of the heavy end of their forecasting after sunset. There it is in the picture, now at 4:17 in the afternoon. Here is their precipitation or rainfall mapper. Purple is heavy. This is 5:27 p.m. One thing I was really excited about was Idaho and Eastern Oregon were getting rains during this time. You can kind of see the patterning there, as well as Montana and Wyoming a little bit. And they had just been super dry. This is showing Missoula, Boise. Thank goodness, they needed it terribly. Okay, 5:30 almost, 5:29 p.m. And rain is about to fall for the second time. More Apple stuff there. And they just see it seconds away, 100%. This is another check-in. Happy things are going well. I'm saying the same thing. We're about to get this rainfall. The AccuWeather satellite shows it as falling. It's not really there. So this is a part of that transpiration paradigm, is that sometimes what the satellites show is not what you actually see. This is showing the soft green vegetation, the vibrant red in those trees. Look at that one more time. It's just a really, really special color. You don't see that bright color in dry summer. Now the rain's falling slightly at 5:57. I'm driving to get more water. This is for watering number 3 this day, and excited about the fact that it's coming, and it's probably going to get stronger. This is one of my favorite photos, or moments rather. This is looking out over the mists into Grants Pass, Oregon. Oh, those vibrant colors. A little after 6, driving back from filling up and just singing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, I think. That's the magical horse moment. It's just going well, looking good for rain. AccuWeather says at 6:12 p.m. Rain for at least an hour. And you can see it there again. More showing off the rain a little bit. Bigger, better rain this time. Not a whole lot. Be fair to call it a light shower. But it went on for a while. I sat in the truck and listened to it for probably 10 or more minutes. Just enjoyed it. That was my foot. My feet were wet from doing all the watering, spilling water on things. Now it's 7:20 p.m., coming up on 7:30. It's starting to blow over us now at 7:25. AccuWeather now says 83% chance of rain in the little bottom left there. This is the rain leaving us by 11 p.m. Oh yeah, so I'm awake at 11 p.m. It's not raining outside, but it's still kind of circling around us. It's still, we're kind of in the middle of a movement in terms of proportions. And interesting radiating again, kind of off of the hub almost of our blue dot. The way these things form is really, really really, really fun to get to know. And that's pretty incredible. That's 11:11 p.m. This is the end of the night. All right, so here's 4:21 a.m. the next day. Now the rain looks to have dissipated from being right around us. Still kind of interesting patterns. This is now 7:13 a.m. This is reminiscent of the prior night's pattern. Here I check in and do a report and just show that the rain did come in the night. I know that because I've got a wet shirt, and I've actually got two wet shirts. That's very, very subtle. You can see the wet there. And yeah, this is basically how it ends. I show the water in my shoe from the night before. I do want to show you the next morning I'm driving to get water and do another session. And it's just so beautiful. It's just softer than ever. Golden light everywhere. Deep shadows, you know, everything just feels more chilled out, greener. That's the place. The color in the sky is incredible. Now we're up to full sun pretty much for the day. No rain chances. But the patterning, still unusual. Still uncanny, maybe is a better way of saying it. It seems to kind of gyrate and rotate off of our spot. And so that's the story of the rain of September 17th. Thanks for watching this pretty long synopsis video. There will be more to come. And what you can see easily in all of this is that the forecasts are not exactly matched to when the rain falls. If you watch the longer form, the whole footage thing, I actually predict the rain better than the satellites do. I think that's important because what I've learned to do is pay attention to a bunch of different signals. But they were at least right that it was going to rain that day. And never had more than a 55% chance in the overall forecasts. So again, I would say it's the rainmaking with trees techniques that gives these trees the capacity to do what they already know how to do, what they depend on for survival. And that is to essentially summon the moisture from the atmosphere, bring it forth out of the clouds, pull in the right rain clouds, get the rain to catalyze and fall. They benefit and everything downwind benefits. That's my understanding of how all of the sort of systemic aspects of the known forest moisture circulation and rainmaking science work. And they seem to be working here. So thank you for watching, and we'll get back to you with another one of these videos in just a minute. Please water your trees. Please check out our material on strategic watering and rainmaking with trees and securing forests. And thanks again for watching.